Leadership students, this is for you. This is just a real quick combat sparring drill you guys can work on. This is something we've worked on in class many times before. Keeping in mind, in combat sparring, one of the top priorities in combat sparring is to be fast. It's very, very, very dedicated to speed and who can get there first. Compared to regular sparring, it's a lot of strategy. Mainly because you have both hands and both feet, switching your feet, moving around, so many different ways to attack in sparring. Versus combat sparring, you have one tool, you have one weapon, and you're very, very limited to the amount of attacks you can do. You're swinging a stick. There's a lot of open areas from the top of the head to the bottom of the foot, but there's not a whole lot of strategy in combat sparring. Not that there's zero, and there are many strategic things that you can do in combat sparring. You really want to develop your speed. So one thing we've been working on in class is using our opposite hand as a rebound hand, as a bumper to kind of bounce off and come back again. So again, thinking about speed or hitting my target, if this is my target and I want to hit it multiple times or throw a combination, the last thing I want to do is swing and either hit my target or miss my target, use it as a setup or whatever. The last thing I want to do is swing and then cover all of this area here before I actually come back for my second strike. So if I'm trying to hit the pad, then once I get here, everything past that pad is wasted movement, wasted space, wasted energy. So I really want to use this opposite hand as a bumper, as a rebound, so that I can minimize the amount of space that I'm covering and minimize the amount of energy that I'm wasting, and ultimately make my second follow-up strike a lot quicker, less time between the first strike and the second strike. So if I just swing this stick from open to closed, back to open again, here, even if I swing it very fast, I'm still wasting all of this space and energy back and forth. So if I can get the coordination and the timing down, it does take a lot of coordination to be able to get this hand to work in your favor, then I can go much faster and cover much less area, get back to this pad in much quicker for the second follow-up. So instead of coming here, I use this hand and I'm bouncing off of it. So I'm not leaving it out there to get hit by my opponent. I'm putting it out there at just the right time. So now I'm going right past my pad, bouncing off my hand, and coming immediately right back to follow up with the second strike. So I'm using this second hand, I'm keeping it in tight, I'm keeping it moving, and I'm just putting it out there at the right time here. So I'm bouncing off my hand or my forearm, elbow, somewhere in there. But I'm pushing it out, so I only have to bring my stick back to here. So now you're talking a foot away from my target, which I only have to travel a foot, as opposed to now I have to travel 3 or 4 feet back to my opponent. So I want to use this hand, bring it out, bounce off that hand, bounce off that hand. Or like I said, I can use my arm here. And again, I'm not leaving that hand out there. I'm putting it out there only when I need it. So this is a good drill to work on to help you not only speed up that arm, condition that one arm that you're striking with, but also work the coordination to get this hand out there to use it as a bumper, a rebound, an assistant to this hand. So right now I'm just doing two high strikes, but I can go low, high, low, high, low, high to the body. I can go wherever I want using this combination. I'm going from open, doing my open strike, high, low, wherever you want, bouncing, rebounding, and coming back from my closed position here. Again, I can go low, high, low, high. You can go wherever you want. So practice this at home. Use a pad if you have a pad. If you don't have a pad, you can have mom and dad hold your other stick out, your bum knee stick out, whatever. Hit mom and dad's hand, whatever works. It's a very soft pad, but just work on this drill here, okay? All right, go practice.